Today is August 27th or 22nd, not 27th. Apparently, I like the fall, so maybe I want to get to it. But then as soon as I get to fall, I'm nervous because winter's coming up. So, yeah, anyways, today's August 22nd out of 31 reasons to get over a breakup. And today is about trying new things. And I know I talked about it a few weeks ago or a couple of weeks ago about being adventurous, and it's basically the same thing, just in other terms, other words. So trying new things is one of the greatest experiences, one of the greatest things that I got to experience right after I got over a breakup, got over the last breakup. And when we go through a breakup, it can be very difficult with all the emotions and feelings that we have. And as we start to bottle up those emotions and feelings, especially guys, I know we don't want to be emotional. We don't want to be vulnerable. That's exactly where we need to go though. And this is a quote that I've come up with, but what we fear is where we need to go. And you might have heard something like, um, you got to be you got to be uncomfortable, something like that, in order to grow. And it's true. And trying new things is exactly that. It's also being uncomfortable. It's also about being vulnerable. And the time we feel the need or the desire to be able to try new things is when we're in a good place. But sometimes in order to get to that place, we need to try new things. So it's kind of like this double-edged sword where it's like, in order to get this, you got to do this, but in order to do this, you got to get this, or you know what I'm saying. It's yeah, my brain's a little foggy. I don't know why, but actually no, it's not. And but trying new things is a great experience. So I'm going to ask you, when's the last time that you tried something new? When's the last time you stepped out of your own comfort zone and did something new? And when we're bottled up and we don't feel good, do we really want to try anything new? I know I don't, because I want to be as comfortable as possible. But when we look at it, when I look at it, when we look at it, being being comfortable, I'll ask you the question. Are you comfortable where you are right now? Are you comfortable dealing with the pain, the suffering, the emotions and feelings of the past? Are you comfortable living the life that you're living? If you've answered no at all, then you know what you need to do. You know what you should be doing. You should be looking to be uncomfortable in that sense. Because right now, you say, "Oh, I'm being comfortable staying in my box," but are you being uncomfortable? Are you happy? If you're not happy, you're uncomfortable. That's the way I see it. If you're not joyful, if you're not peaceful, if you don't feel free, you're uncomfortable. Why do we feel the need to stay in our little box when this little box is unhappy? Why do we choose to stay in this? Now I'm getting annoyed because I'm passionate about this. Why? Ask yourself why do you continue living the life you live? Why do you continue doing the things you do? And I said this before, the definition of insanity is what? If you've watched me before, I'm going to let you answer it. What's the definition of insanity? And if you know or don't know, it's doing the same thing every day and expecting different results. So if we stay in our little comfort box, our comfort zone, and we keep doing the same thing every day and we never step out of it, we never expand that comfort zone, we're insane. That's the reality. You're insane. I'm insane. We're all insane. We're all nuts. That's the truth. We're all crazy. And you know, it's fine. We're going through whatever we need to go through. But in order to stop going through what you're going through, you have to change what you're doing. You have to. And again, ever since I got over my breakup, and it took me 4.5 years to get over it, trying new things is something that's come up for me. And it's Security and I, like, we just go for a walk and she's like, you want to do this or you want to go do that? And I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do that and that. And some things I'm not ready for, not because I'm not over the breakup, but because I'm a little bit scared. Like one of the biggest roller coasters by us, and I didn't go on it. And she went on it, but I'm like, no, 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 I'm not gonna go on that right now. And I will one day, but I did go on roller coasters, and I haven't been on them since I was like 13, 12 years old. But just like silly things like that, and then I felt good after doing it. But just little things that you get to experience, whether you get to experience them again or you get to experience them for the first time ever. Like, why wouldn't we want to live a life where we get to experience life? We're only here for so many years. We only get to experience life in this human body, in this form, once. And anything can happen to us. So I'm going to ask you, this is a serious question. If you were to pass away tomorrow, you know what? Pass away is like the nice term. If you were to die tomorrow, would you be happy with the life you're living right now? Could you honestly say, I was so happy, I did everything I wanted? Could you say that? And if you can't, even the slightest bit, then you have to do something new. You have to try something new. You have to step outside. You have to expand your comfort zone and do something new. And I don't care if you skydive or whatever, you can try that. Or how about just being vulnerable? How about just embracing and releasing the emotions and feelings you have inside? Again, that's why we do what we do, because there are guys out there just like you who are sitting around, moping around, doing nothing, who think that staying in this comfort zone is going to help them. Meanwhile, that's bullshit. Yeah, that's right. I said it. It's bullshit, because I stayed in that too. And what did it do for me? 4.5 years of crap. That's what it did for me. Did nothing until I finally got out of it. And look at me. I'm doing exactly what I love. I step out of my comfort zone all the time. I love what I do. I love my life. And even this morning, I was just, giving gratitude and being thankful out loud. And one of the things I said by mistake, it just came out, was, I'm happy to be me. Are you happy to be you? Are you? Because if you're not, then do something about it. Stop moping around. Stop dragging your feet, man. Do something. Book a call with us. Watch our webinar, whatever. Get involved with us. Comment, like our group. Comment on other people's posts. Post something yourself. Be vulnerable. Share how you're feeling, because keeping it inside of you is not helping, because you're still stuck where you are. Only when I started to express myself did the healing process start. Again, one of the greatest things about getting over a breakup is trying new things. And again, being adventurous, just being you. Do you even know who you are anymore? Because the way you are is not who you are. You are so much more than how you're living. You know it, your friends know it, your family knows it, and everyone is just waiting, including yourself. So again, step out, do something different, express yourself, express what you're feeling, express the emotions. And if you want to cry, cry. I don't give a shit if you cry. I cry all the time. Yeah. And I'm admitting that. I'm a guy, I cry. Yeah. And I'll walk down the street and I'll see some, I don't know, less fortunate person, or I'll start to tear up. And I don't give a shit if anyone sees me. At least I can wear my heart on my sleeve. If at least I can be emotional, at least I can be vulnerable, at least I can show where my heart is. And if people make fun of me for it, well, then they're not meant to be in my life. And I'll just look. I don't even have to look. The people who are meant to come into my life, they'll show up and I'll keep them around. And if it's very limited, oh well, so what? Who cares? Be yourself. Try new things. Be vulnerable. Be emotional. You will get to experience freedom, love, peace, calm, joy when you decide you want to do something different. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.